In Waterbury, that's open 24 hours a day. Good morning, Brooke.
Yeah, good morning to you. This shelter here at St. Vincent de Paul in Waterbury is just one of the locations across Connecticut that is currently open and will be open over the next few days for anyone that needs it to get warm. Now, that severe cold protocol, more than 70 of them across the state, can be found by either calling 211 or going to 211ct.org. You can find all of that information there. Look in the interactive map to see the one closest to you. That is the best way to find somewhere warm to be over the next couple of days. Live in Waterbury, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is live at one of those places, a warming center in Waterbury. And Brooke, there are a lot of options out there for people who need them, aren't there?
Yeah, so the good news here is that there are more than 70 warming shelters open across the state of Connecticut over the next few days. Those can all be found on 211's website, which I will get to here in a minute. But this one behind me in Waterbury is the St. Vincent de Paul shelter. It's a 24-hour warming center that is open again. It's going to be open through Monday to make sure that everybody has a place to stay as the state struggles to get over the freezing mark through at least Monday around noon. Now, this is the first time that the cold one that I do want to mention and that Governor Lamont also took the time to mention was make sure you're bringing those pets inside. No animals should be outside over the next few days. They say if you have maybe some farm animals or anything like that, also make sure they have some protection from that wind. If there's a barn or something that they can go to, that also is going to be a good thing over the next few days. Live in Waterbury, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Brooke, thank you for that report. Hopefully it will help some people out.
Griffin is live at a Waterbury warming shelter right now with how you can get out of the cold. Brooke, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. The shelter here at St. Vincent de Paul in Waterbury is just one of the Connecticut locations that you can come to over the next few days to try to get warm. Now, it is one that you have to be accepted into. I do want to note that it's not one you can just walk into, but definitely worth applying for. Now, this is all because of the severe cold that's coming in. This is going to stay this way through at least Monday at noon. That's when this protocol is actually lifted, but it's also about the first time that we're going to see above freezing temperatures for the first time in about a bound. By going to the 211 website, you can also call their hotline if you would like to set up transportation to a shelter and let them help you find one as well. Another thing I do want to mention, I just spoke to somebody that's actually staying here at this shelter, and he said this place is great, but unfortunately they have very limited resources as far as food goes at many of these shelters. So if you can donate a few items, just anything at all that you have left, or if you're able to go buy something, maybe drop it off over the next couple of days. These shelters are going to have increased volume, a lot more people to feed, and a lot more people that are in need of that food and resources. So if you can, maybe just throw a few things into these shelters over the next few days. Live in Waterbury, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Brooke, thanks so much for the update. Stay warm, yeah.
The state's severe cold weather protocol has officially been implemented over the next few days. We'll have a list of how to stay warm and where the shelters are coming up next.
Griffin is live at a Waterbury warming shelter with more on how you can get somebody you love out of the cold. Brooke, good morning.
And good morning to you. There are more than 70 warming shelters spread out across Connecticut. This one here in Waterbury is called St. Vincent de Paul, and it's just one of the locations that's housing people over the next few days as the state struggles to get out of that below freezing mark. Now, this is the first time that you give them a call or visit that website. In Waterbury, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you.
There with how you can get out of the cold. And there are a lot of options for people all over the state, right, Brooke?
Yeah, more than 70 options actually across the state. Now, some of those are by admittance only, so it's a little bit different than a walk-in situation. But this one here in Waterbury at the St. Vincent de Paul is one of those you do have to be accepted into, but it is open and hosting people over the next few days. As we're dealing with this cold snap, much of the state is not going to see those above freezing temperatures again until maybe Monday around noon or so. Now, this is if you can, go ahead and donate to these shelters. They do need food to help all of these extra people that they're going to be serving over the next 4 or 5 days or so. I spoke with one man who said they're in desperate need of donations to these shelters just so everybody can have a little something to eat every day. And if you are looking for a place to be warm and stay over the next few days, you can go to 211's website, or you can give their hotline a call. They will be able to help you there, finding the nearest one closest to your area. Live in Waterbury, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Brooke, thank you.
There are more than 70 warming shelters spread across the state of Connecticut. This one here in Waterbury is called St. Vincent de Paul, and it's just one of the locations hosting people over the next few days as the state struggles to get out of those sub-zero temperatures. Found on 211's website. You can also call the 211 hotline. They will be able to help you find the site closest to you. And then they also can provide transportation from wherever you are to that warming shelter. Go ahead and give them a call or visit that website. In Waterbury, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.